Yeah.
It's all about not putting
Well,
pressure on yourself, I found too.
well, I've thought about that, like, are we really going to do it every week from here to eternity? I mean, maybe like after 50, we'll say, okay, that's the end of season 1 and we're going to take a month off or something. I don't know. But now it's, it's enjoyable. Like it's fun. Yesterday we recorded an episode on this. You can probably imagine this was my choice, but it was the Sex Pistols' "God Save the Queen," and so I wanted to, for obvious reasons, and that song in particular. So we look at the lyrics, we talk about the music, and then it just goes everywhere. Like the monarchy, punk as a cultural phenomenon. What else do we talk about? My punk origin story, his punk origin story, punk in relation to classic rock of the 60s, and, Malcolm McLaren and Vivienne Westwood, and on and on.
Have you seen that show? What's it called? It's the dramatization of the Pistols, basically.
The one that Lydon disowned. He said,
"Yeah, right." Everyone else is kind of on board with it. Danny Boyle directed it.
I haven't. I heard about it. I don't know
good.
if I want to see it.
I enjoyed it.
It is okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. There was some bits in it you're just like, oh, behave. I mean, you're like, really, come on, But for the most part, I would say it was pretty good. Performances were good, really good, and a musical point of view as well. Enjoyed it.
Well, was it documentary, or are they like recreated?
No, it's a dramatization. So it's like a dramatization of Steve Jones's autobiography.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would watch it. I've seen all kinds of rock biopics. Some of them couldn't possibly be. I mean, this couldn't possibly be worse than some of the biopics I've watched. So why not? Did you watch the Peter Jackson Get Back series on Disney? That was also Disney.
Yeah.
That was great, wasn't it?
Just from a kind of slightly surreal point of view as well, because they're all just kind of sitting in that big, was it an aircraft hangar or a big giant warehouse? And they're kind of like, all right, let's pick up a guitar and see how
Twickenham Studios. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a movie set place. I forget, but it's a huge big place, and the guys bring them in cups of tea and all that kind of stuff, and it was definitely a different time and a different vibe, but quite fascinating to see how they put all that stuff together under time restraints, or working under that pressure. They didn't seem to be under that much pressure.
Well, there were just some amazing moments, like the way Paul basically conjures Get Back out of nothing. He's just, you just see him create.
You think it's a white dog, right? You think someone, you're like, come on, really? No, but that's it, man.
It's amazing. But, maybe it's for people who are Beatleologists to the extreme, like me, like have an unhealthy obsession with the Beatles. So it's not for everyone.
No. Well, you have to invest a certain amount of time in it as well, right? And there's periods where maybe you're just a bit like, okay, everything's a bit beige, and the clothes are a bit rubbish, and everyone's smoking all the time, and it's kind of quite bizarre, but in a really good way. I mean, when you put all that together and then you see the end results and the magic they were making.
Indeed.